It was a bitter cold day. Christmas had ended and we were back in school. I had started to become friends with a classmate. We shared a lot of the same classes. "Hey, what should we do today?" I asked. "It is freezing outside. I think it said the temperature was 28 degrees. He replied. We were sitting in his indoor pool house inside of his hot tub. We ended hanging out a lot lately. My group of friends just kind of became all of my classmates that were all in special education alongside me. We would often have a lot of large group sleepovers at this friend's house, but today it was just me and him. I wouldn't mind driving your snowmobiles around again, that was so much fun," I suggested. "Oh, good idea. Maybe we can see some of the large fish we stocked in our pond." He was getting excited. We got out of the hot tub and dried off. We ate lunch to make sure we were fully dried off, and then we went to his barn to grab the sleds. "Which color do you want?" he called out to me. "I'll take the green Arctic Cat," I replied. He tossed me the keys. I hopped on the snowmobile and we took off. We were racing through this hand-carved course around his family's property. In and out of trees, we were cruising. After about 15 minutes of following a maze of paths that wound in and out of each other, we came out past his family's glamorous treehouse into a clearing. About 30 yards from the treehouse was a man-made sand beach, currently covered in a thick layer of ice, slush, mud, and snow. "Whoa! Why is your mini lake not frozen?" I called out while coming to a stop. "What?" he replied. It turned out that we had a few warm enough weeks that the ice pretty much had completely melted. "Wanna jump in for a swim?" my friend shouted out over the loud roar of the snowmobile engines. "What? No way! That would be so cold," I replied. "No, dum-dum." He shut off his sled and I did the same with mine. It is basic biology, dude. The colder it is outside, the warmer it is inside of the pond. "How else do you think fish survive all winter?" my friend told me, proud of how smart he sounded. Now for a moment I thought to myself, my friend and I are in special education, introductory to science together. I thought briefly before thinking. He does seem to pay more attention in class than I do. I shrugged. "Okay, let's do it," I screamed while ripping off my clothes and running down the one soft sand beach. We ran barefoot through sharp shards of glass as we cut through the ice-covered beach. We made our way up the side to a giant rock. "It is 15 feet deep here, so we can jump off of this rock," my friend called out while we were full sprint running. Before I could say anything else, we were in the air hovering over the water. My brain snapped back to reality and I had realized too late my folly. "You idiot! Your friend asks to copy your science homework like every day." A light bulb went off in my mind. Well, shit. Sploosh. Shock filled my being. I felt a cold so deep even the deep passionate burn of my teenage soul had nearly been put out by its chill. I panicked. Up. I had to go up. Which way was up? I was so disoriented by the shock. A gasp escaped my mouth and an ice-cold avalanche of water rushed down my throat and filled up my lungs. I felt my friend grab my hand and pull me back up to the surface. Come to think of it, I think I was thinking of chemistry. My friend laughed. We swam to the shoreline with our teeth chattering. We looked as blue as blueberries as we got back to the snowmobiles. We didn't bother with clothes. We got them turned on as fast as possible and raced back to his house. We ran inside and did our best to warm up enough to jump into the indoor pool. That was probably the dumbest thing I have ever done. I laughed. My jaw was clenched so tight that my laugh sounded foreign. "Even worse than playing assassinations?" he asked. "Definitely," I replied, laughing. I was sick for a week after that day.